Today is Wednesday, March 23rd, and the QB carousel will not stop.
No, we don't know about Baker yet, so we're recording this at 3:23 in the afternoon on Tuesday. Don't know if Baker's going anywhere, but Matt Ryan got shipped from Atlanta to Indianapolis for a third-round pick.
Which I actually like the move. I think Matt Ryan, and I know Colts fans are now in this, purgatory where they keep trying a different quarterback every year. I think the last 4 years have been Jacoby Brissett, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan. I still think they have a good enough team that, like, Phillip Rivers, remember, that team, they were very close to beating the Bills in that first-round playoff game. Getting into the playoffs is the name of the game. Well, and then rolling the dice.
They should have made the playoffs this year.
Right.
But their defense let them down in that last game at Jacksonville.
Correct. But it's I like the move. I don't know. I know Matt Ryan gets shit on. I think he's an above-average quarterback. He probably doesn't have many years left.
It's great that they have a decent offensive line.
Right.
Because I think you were the first person that I heard say that he's the most sackable quarterback.
He is. His body just absorbs sacks.
Kirk Cousins, I would also add to that list, though, because he has a way of kind of turtling in about himself.
Yes.
Anytime there's a pass rusher 5 yards away from him or closer. But Matt Ryan, I think he's a very good quarterback for the team that they've built in Indianapolis. And he's the most Indiana-looking person maybe ever.
Yes.
So it's perfect. Like, you created a video game character, and you stopped halfway through because you didn't really care how much detail you wanted to put on his face.
He is. He's perfect for Indiana. He's perfect for that team. I also think that a small part of this is the end of 28-3 jokes. Now, they'll always live on, but I saw CBS Sports had a post that tried – it was the moment where I was like, okay, this might be over. The Colts traded the third-round pick, and it's the 82nd pick in the draft. And they're like 3, 8, 2, and then rearranged it 28-3. It's like, all right, it's over.
Numerology. Once you bring math into it,
you can't do that.
You can't do multiplication, division. You can't rearrange. And if something lines up 28-3,
right,
I will see on it, and I will 10% chance. If it's a tweet, I will click like on it.
Right. If it was the 28th pick in the third round,
yes,
maybe that makes sense. But to say the 82nd pick overall and then doing that, so that and Matt Ryan leaving, that's kind of the end of that era of Falcons.
But I do like how even he was connected to go out to San Francisco, played with Kyle Shanahan in Atlanta. That's when he won his MVP. And I liked imagining him for the 49ers. That was fun for a little bit. But I do think that with what he does and what he does well, it's a good fit for the Colts. It's unfortunately always going to be from now on, like, this trade is going to be compared to Carson Wentz. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it's going to look, like 1 third-rounder to 2 third-round picks. And I'm going to have
age.
I'm going to have to be prepared to steel myself against that.
That's age. That's age. I also want to throw this out there, and I'm wondering what you think. To be a quarterback, never a better time to be a quarterback if you're an elite quarterback. Kind of a shitty time to be a quarterback if you're a yeah but guy. Because you mentioned Baker Mayfield. I think he might go to Seattle, but the seats are slowly filling up. Where, like, Baker Mayfield, where does he go? Does Jordan Love ever get a starting shot? Like Jimmy G, if he doesn't leave, what happens to Trey Lance? So it's awesome for Deshaun Watson, who gets $230 million guaranteed, or Lamar Jackson, who's coming up soon, or Russell Wilson when his contract's up soon. But like that second, third, fourth tier of guys, it feels like they basically get a couple shots, and then it's like, all right, we're moving on.
This realignment to me also feels like when the West, for the first time in a long time, got really good in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, like, what was that, 15 years ago? Whenever that was, 20 years ago, when the West just became the dominant side of the NBA. This is like the AFC just continues to stack up quarterbacks. If I were an NFL player, I would want to play in the NFC right now. If I'm a quarterback, it's like, send me to the NFC. I've got Aaron Rodgers, who's got, probably a couple more years, and then he's done. Tom Brady, who knows how long he'll be around before he goes to Las Vegas into the AFC. But as far as the NFC goes, it's like wide open. It's wide open.
There was a moment in time yesterday, this was before Jameis re-signed with the Saints, which we're very excited for, and Marcus Mariota signed with the Falcons. But the quarterbacks in Tom Brady's division were Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, and Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he came back. There's no mystery behind the fact that Tom Brady looked around the landscape and was like, oh, we're guaranteed to go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
no matter what.
I'm very glad to see Jameis back with the Saints. It's
going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. I want a full season of Jameis down there and a full season of off-season training videos, which is already way ahead of schedule right now. I don't know if you've seen him moving around on his leg.
6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
He had like one drill where I'm pretty sure his trainer was doing something like throwing golf clubs at him while he was trying to throw a wiffle ball through a hula hoop.
He was also
awesome.
He was the one where he was in like a huge parachute, inflated, trying to run on a treadmill. But I
want Hard Knocks Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Yes. Just Jameis. The question though, so like Lamar, again, he's going to get his money. He deserves his money. Russell Wilson will get his money. He deserves his money. But like Kyler Murray, I don't know, because Kyler Murray feels right now in that very close but not there guy. Do you give him all that money?
And would Kyler Murray, like, some team's going to give him some money.
Right.
It's probably going to be a team that's in a very tough position quarterback-wise that is just going to take an absolute shot at him if the Cardinals end up not re-signing him and not extending him. And then I don't think that he's got it. He doesn't strike me as a backup quarterback, like an extended career backup.
No, I agree. And that's the part where it's great to be an elite quarterback, and that's not really saying anything new, but I do think those next guys, like Baker Mayfield, he's going to get another shot starting, but it won't be that long of a shot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not going to be – no one's going to probably trade for him and be like, he's our franchise quarterback guaranteed. He's got to kind of prove it again, which is weird to think.
What about the Panthers? The Panthers seem like they're the ones that are like they're hosting an open house, and every house on the street is closing, and they're just not getting anybody involved at all.
Matt Rule, there was pictures of Matt Rule giving Kenny Pickett the eyes.
Well,
big time.
There were the eyes. There was also their GM Scott Fitterer, who called Pickett over when he was doing his pro day, so he could look at his hands.
Yep.
And then Ben McAdoo is their offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. And Ben McAdoo was like, here, hold this football for me.
Yeah. Well, Kenny, I got one more. I'm sorry, Wes. I lied. I got one more. What led to the glove?
And then in the video, he's just staring at Kenny Pickett holding the football and just nodding his head like, yeah, oh, that'll do.
That could do it.
That'll do.
His hands grew by an eighth of an inch.
It did, yeah. He's a grower, not a
Kenny.
shower.
We love Kenny. We're a big Kenny podcast. Mm-hmm. Anything else from the NFL free agency? It's been... I feel like I just came up from air from March Madness. I slept like 11 hours on Monday night, and I still am tired.
Yeah. I went to bed super early last night. So on Sunday night after we did the show, I went back to my hotel room, and I couldn't get in on Saturday night. My door lock was broken to my room. Went back on Sunday night, tried to get in again. My door lock was broken a second time. They had to send security up to uninstall and reinstall my door lock. So I just sat down in the lobby for about an hour and a half waiting for them to do that. So I'm basically on E. What's up, Hank?
I'm very much on E.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was bad. It was quite. And then basically like I had to just tell. I couldn't be. There was nobody there for me to take my frustration out in real time because the security guard was trying to help me, and it's not his fault. The door's locked.
Right.
Everybody was trying to help me. And I couldn't. There was nobody for me to scream at. I need somebody. Billy should have been there.
Yeah, Billy
should have been there.
He had St. Patrick's Day for 5 days.
Yeah. Billy, are we down from the St. Patrick's Day high? From your White History Month excursion?
Yeah, it's over.
Finally a holiday for you.
Needed it.
How much Irish are you?
Around like over half.
Oh, nice.
Over half. That sounds like
over half.
Exactly 50%.
Yeah.
65.
Oh, 65. Damn.
It's not even a fraction.
Yeah.
Billy, what does the Matt Ryan trade to Indianapolis do for Sam Ehlinger's stock?
He needs some guidance in his first real starting season, so he'll just be a veteran who helps Sam really get it going.
Oh, okay. So Matt Ryan won't even start.
I think they're giving Sam the Aaron Rodgers treatment.
Yeah.
He just needs to sit for 4 years, then he gets in and he'll take over the league.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a scary time if you need a quarterback and you're a franchise basically telling yourself you're a old quarterback away from being a Super Bowl team.
That's what the formula is now.
Yeah.
Just get an old quarterback
and
plug him in.
I've been sitting on the sidelines watching all this happen being like, I think Justin Fields is my guy.
What he gets?
I think
he gets his first full offseason in this new system.
Yes, but there's a whole group of fan bases, the Jets with Zach Wilson, the Jags with Trevor Lawrence, like who are just sitting there and saying, yeah, no, we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. We're fine. We don't need this. So, and maybe we do. In 2 years, we'll be right back into it.